Hey, kids, and welcome to our podcast.
We're just two girls just talking about being bros.
Honestly, welcome back.
New week, new us.
That's a fact. New sweaters,
new sweaters, new us.
Okay, you guys are not going to believe us, but genuinely, this was not planned.
No.
Like, I know for a fact that we talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah.
And we joked about it, but genuinely, we did not contact one another.
No.
And I didn't, like, she didn't know, like, when I got into the car, I didn't know she was wearing that. She didn't know I was wearing this.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, it's we today are somehow on this like the most similar wavelength.
Yeah.
The same one, some would even say. It's weird.
Literally today, I saw something that I was like, I'm gonna text Victory or whatever. And right as I'm typing out the message, hitting send, I'm receiving a text message at the exact same time from Victory. It was wild. It was uncalled for.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe my eyes.
It gave me goosebumps when I found out you were wearing the cat sweater.
Right?
Because, we did talk about it, 3 weeks ago on the podcast, or a month ago probably at this point, how we both had, animal sweaters and we should wear them one day. But we haven't talked about it since we mentioned it on that podcast. And today we both were,
and also,
by ourselves.
I forgot about your duck sweater.
Yeah.
Fully. Completely forgot about it. So, there's that. Okay, sorry. Sorry for that interruption. A brief interruption.
We're all back now. Similar sweaters.
Yeah. So, look at us. We're wearing animal sweaters. I don't know what came over me. I just, saw it and I was like, yeah, okay, fine, I'll wear it. And this is the first time I'm wearing it, too.
Wow.
I wasn't wearing this to work today when I went in.
Yeah.
No, I just came home and I was like...
Yeah, I wasn't wearing this. I wasn't wearing this either today. And then last second, I was like, you know what? I'm going to pull out that duck sweater. But I didn't text you, wear your cat one. We just did. We knew. Which is nuts. And I'm not sure if that's because... See, I think we've had this conversation before. That whenever we're apart from each other... and then we come back...
We're stronger better than ever.
We're stronger better than ever. And it's this whole... it shouldn't be that way. But it's none of this... we're both... I'm a little bit cuckoo and I'm not with you for a long time. But you
that's
know what I
the
mean.
Initial. But once we're back, in the same place, same city...
Yeah.
We just fall right into step.
Yeah.
You know, if you saw Victory when I first came back from California, she was completely unhinged. It was unacceptable.
Yeah.
But, give her a couple days.
Yeah.
She settles into the idea of me being back in town. We don't see each other for, the entire week. Mm-hmm. We see each other at dance, but even then, barely, because we're dancing. Again, we're working hard. And all of a sudden, we come back.
We come in the same matching animal sweaters.
It's crazy. And we didn't even text that much.
No.
We just set up a game plan a while back. We set up a game plan on Wednesday. Today's Saturday. And we just executed it flawlessly.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Amazing.
It's wild.
That's why we're BFFs.
That's
why we're 2GB.
BFFLs for life.
Exactly. BFFLs for life.
Guys, that clip on TikTok? Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Also, shocker, I'm the one who posts on TikTok. Oh no, the mess is posted on TikTok and that's why it's so sporadic. Yeah. Okay.
But when they're posted, they're hilarious. I could never come up with that caption, that content.
You literally make the TikTok.
Technically. You make them too, but I physically make them into the TikTok format. But if you weren't there, what would I be clipping?
You're right.
Nothing. Niche.
I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know where I'm coming from today.
A little bit crazy.
Sorry, guys. I'm gonna change the camera setting one more time. I'm not gonna wear my cat sweater just to not be able to see myself.
Exactly.
That's wild. Don't make fun of my socks. For those of you watching, I just said don't make fun of my socks.
I have the same ones.
I know.
I
just feel so ugly in them.
I hate them.
No, but you don't feel ugly in the cat sweater? No. Because I look great in blue.
Mm-hmm.
You think I look great in maroon? No.
Those socks are warm though. They're my skating. They're my go-to skating.
Why do you think I'm wearing them?
Because it's freaking freezing and snowing as we speak. Allegedly, there's a snowstorm happening right now as we talk. I was unaware of this.
You picked me up 20 minutes ago?
Yeah, it was just little air flakes.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, apparently the ground's white.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about this real quick. We have snow on the ground.
Yeah.
And it stayed.
Yeah. Sad.
When did it snow again?
It was on Wednesday. I think Wednesday or Tuesday. It was Tuesday, yeah. Tuesday, yeah.
It's Saturday. There's still snow on the ground.
Guys,
and now there's more.
Winter's here. Winter's here. I'm not happy about it, okay? Yeah, snow in theory is pretty, okay? But everything that comes with snow is not fun and it's not pretty, okay? What comes with snow is number one thing that I hate.
Depression. Oh.
Facts. I was getting there.
Seasonal depression is real.
I was getting there.
Right?
But yeah, the things that come with snow, for me, that I hate is the cold. Okay? Hate the cold, can't stand it. I hate being cold. Maybe it's partially my fault because I don't dress properly, but it doesn't matter. I hate that it's cold. B, I hate that it gets dark at 5 p.m. It is so sad. It is so sad for me to finish work at 5, look out my window and see that it's almost dark out, and then realize, oh, I can't go on a walk because I'm a woman. And then number 4, slush. Okay? And they glamorize this little snow-capped hills and it's pretty snow everywhere. Yeah, give it 1 week, it's all black slush. Okay? Number 5, ice. The sneaky little thing. It gets under you. If you're not taking little baby steps or like watching with your eyes, you're gonna slip and fall and get embarrassed. Okay? I've been there. Not fun. Am I missing anything? I don't know.
Are you not worried about concussing yourself? No, it's embarrassment.
Concussion second. Embarrassment first.
So where's the depression?
When it gets dark, tied in.
Your basement is 17 degrees.
That's different. I don't know. It's colder out. It's colder in my basement outside. So I'm not used to the shock.
Yeah, but it's cold down here.
But not as cold as outside.
No one comes into your house and is like, this is a comfortable temperature to live at. No. You cannot tell me one person. One person has not complained about the temperature of your house.
No, everyone complains about it, yeah.
So riddle me that. Maybe if you turned up the heat in your house just a touch.
Yeah.
Maybe instead of having a negative 14, you could have it at 0 degrees. Yeah. That's
true. But even so, like, we turned it up this week because of the snow. And I was like piping sweating upstairs. And now, but then like, so it's like we can't raise it any higher. It's still the same temp down here.
What temperature did you get it to?
I don't know. I don't look. I was just sweating. So I was like, someone raised it. I was like, is Roxanne in my house?
I use my keys to get into your house. And
just to warm it up. Every time you come over, you come an hour early without telling me, sneak in, turn up the thermostat, and then leave.
I'll never forget when I stayed in your place for Thanksgiving, your family turned off the heat. And I sat in your house literally having a mental breakdown because I was like, why can't I function?
Yeah.
And then I walked by the thermostat and I saw heat off. I literally almost started crying.
We're a little bit
bad.
crazy.
And then,
we're a little crazy.
So before the night, I don't know if I told this part of the story. Whatever. That's on you guys. You have to deal with it. It's hilarious. Anyways. Mm-hmm. The last time you guys came back, so like, I knew Nadia was leaving early that day, and I left at like 7 a.m. 6:30 actually, I think. I was out at 6:30. We turned off the heat the night before because we were like, whatever, like we're not gonna roast your heating bill, whatever. Nadia said that. I'm kidding. I was okay with it, and then like I guess Nadia just didn't turn it back on because she left at like 10 a.m. And then I got back, and by the time I got back, you guys were coming home. Well, you told me you were coming home in a couple hours, so
we were supposed to.
There's no point in turning on the heat. So I think I actually perished on your sofa in the bottom, and I think that's why I was so sleepy, is because my body was like hibernation. Like literally, I genuinely think I was hibernating. But whatever.
Testing theory.
So
sorry, maybe the heat will come on this winter if it's allegedly going to be one of the coldest winters. So
fingers crossed. Roxanne, get lucky. Maybe you guys will see me in shorts. Literally, it's like year round. I'm living in pants here.
Yeah,
my place year round. I'm living in shorts.
That's crazy. Yeah, because I literally like. Yeah, I'm like, even in the summer, I'm wearing pants and a sweater, which is, I don't know, I guess weird. Whatever.
That seems wild to me, but I think it's because I'm a sweater. So it's like whenever I'm warm, I sweat, and I think I'm just naturally always cold, which I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, we'll get this figured out by a psychologist or something.
Yeah, we need to get them analyzing us.
Yeah. Anyways, tell me about your day. What'd you do today, Vic?
Well, what about my day? Today I woke up. I went to the ROM, my aunt there, because my aunt volunteers there. So she is a member, so she always gets like the discounted, when there's exhibits there. So there's the National Geographic like wildlife photography exhibit.
Oh, nice.
There. So my mom and me and, well, I guess by default. Okay, so he's forced to come. But, I was at work, so I couldn't make it. I mean, you'd be more.
He invited me for sure.
Yeah, you'd be more appreciative than Augustus. That's for sure. Next year, I'll tell Mary. Get it on the list.
I'll remember this, but continue.
But yeah, they had like the wildlife photography, and I don't know, I love that exhibit. I love the National Geographic picture stuff, so that was really nice. So ran there in the morning, came back, went to church, and got you. So pretty busy day. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Nice.
How
Want to
are
hear
you?
about my day?
Yeah.
I woke up at 5:45 in the morning to get to Lululemon for 7 a.m. Proceeded to just have the time of my life. If you're not 13 years old, close your ears. The shit show that was the store this morning. You can open your ears again. Because so like obviously whatever. Yeah. Yeah, Roxanne works retail. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know what that was. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I work retail, okay? And I'm gonna talk about it. If you don't want to listen to it, you can turn this off. Please don't, though.
Yeah.
But anyways, so we have Black Friday coming up, right?
Oh, yeah.
As we all know. For the Americans, happy Halloween. And then for the Canadians, happy American Thanksgiving. But anyways, so my store is getting prepped. So what's happening is like they're just doing a bunch of stuff that's going on sale. So like we're getting a whole bunch of product. And so we were supposed to receive, give or take, 100 boxes.
Fun.
On Monday. They don't show up all day. So they're supposed to show up during the day, right? Yeah. And since there's no boxes showing up, they start letting people go home. Because they're like, why are we going to pay you until midnight if there's no boxes to open, right? Might as well just send you home. The boxes show up at 10 p.m. after everyone's gone.
Yeah.
They get through 28 boxes. Now, I know you're not great at math.
Yeah.
But that's...
72.
So granted, it was over 100 boxes. So they had approximately 75 boxes left.
Oh, okay. Ignore that.
No, but you were right with the math, yeah.
72.
72, yeah, but I never specified over 100. So that's why
I
want to make
I
it more dramatic. It was over 75 boxes.
Nice.
So still a lot of boxes. On like a busy night, we're opening 60. And that's like with like 7 people there. So that was fun, right? No, because they decided to double up on people who worked yesterday, and still that was nowhere nearly enough. Because there's no room in the back. And there's just so much product that had to happen. And it was just like a big old mess. And then on top of that, I was carrying a box. And I sliced my hand mildly open, just my knuckle. It is very deep. It's a small cut, but it's very deep. Almost passed out from the blood. So that was a lot of fun. And I don't think anyone understood. But I was like, it's not that I get it 100%. Was I being dramatic? Yeah, but like... not over dramatic in the sense like I wasn't faking anything. Yeah. I was genuinely just reacting. I have a really bad reaction to freaking blood and gore. So like I saw my own blood and I was like, can someone grab me a Band-Aid? And I don't think anyone understood, but I was like, ugh, I really hated it. But yeah, so that was my day. And then I finished work at 4. So yeah, I was there for 9 hours. I finished at 4 and then I went home and got ready. And I put on this cat sweater, and that was kind of a representation of where I am mentally. So, if you take that as you will, you know, what can I say? But honestly, work was a lot of fun. I got to work with some good people today. There was a lot of newbies, though, and like they put me with a newbie, but the section that I was in doesn't allow me, like, it's not a 2-people job in the sense like you can't be both doing the same thing. So it's kind of a mess, but whatever. I was like, that's someone else's problem in the future. Not mine.
No.
JK, it is mine.
Oh, okay.
Because when Black Friday comes around and these people don't know how to do anything, that's not on me. But whatever.
Black Friday's scary.
It is. Do you know when I'm working on Black Friday?
When?
6 a.m. to 1 p.m.
They're in the heat of it.
I have to be there at 6 a.m.
Oh, that means 4:45 wake up.
Yeah. I don't know how I'm going to get there. The buses don't run that early.
That's true.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
I would offer you a ride, but there's no way in a chance that I'm waking up at 4 in the morning.
Do you guys hear that? She just said she doesn't love me. Okay, guys. Hi, guys. My name's Roxanne. I'm looking for a BFFL for life. Things that I offer. I'm a little stinky. okay, I'm a lot stinky, but I put on perfume, so it sometimes masks it. Sometimes it mixes poorly, but usually it's fine. I'll just sit in your car crying for a couple hours sometimes. I don't know why it happens. I can't control it, so you'll get no warning. If I'm usually not wearing mascara, it's not a good sign. But when I'm wearing mascara, it's a 50-50 chance. So at least there's that. What else? I am really muscular. But I will turn to you sometimes and just talk about how...
Sorry.
Sometimes I'll turn to you and talk about how I'm a total beefcake. What else? We can wear matching socks. I'll grab the pair from my old best friend and give them to you. And I'm blonde. Mm-hmm. So...
Like you covered it all.
So if you're interested in becoming my BFFL for life, please apply down below. The bar is really low. My last.
She set the bar really low. Yeah.
I don't know what that bit was.
It was a good bit. It was good. It's right? like your audition. Like exactly. That was a good one. I like that. I like that bit. Welcome. Yeah. If you want to be my new BFFL, I'll probably just sit in your presence, and that's about it.
I wish. I would kill for a BFFL like that.
Yeah, true. If you're my BFFL, I'm talking garbage nonstop.
What was Okay, guys. Okay, this is the most savage thing Victor's ever said to me, but so good and so iconic. So whatever. Yeah, I work retail. So yeah, I'm on my feet all day. Okay. So Thursday. you're not. So yeah. Okay. Roxanne works retail. Enough. Get over it. So yeah, Roxanne works retail. Okay, I get it. But yeah, so it's a lot of standing on my feet for eight hours a day. Except, shocker, Thursday was 7 hours, but that's none of your business. So after that, I rapidly go to tutor, and then after that, we go to boot camp. And yeah, okay, we do boot camp indoors. Yeah, it was snowing. Okay, and I was wearing sneakers. But my feet weren't wet because of the outdoors. My feet were wet because my feet are sweaty. If no one gathered by now, I'm a sweaty girl. And I'll talk about it. Victory then turns to me in my lowest moment, in the trough of life. In the trough that is the periodic cycle of Roxanne's life. Literally the bottom of the barrel. Woman's down, bad. Talk about kicking a woman while she's down. Yeah, I left a little sweat mark on the on the workout mat. Victory turns to me with her serpent eyes, locks in on my mild foot sweat that was left on the ground where my foot was no longer, and says to me, "Oh, was it raining outside?" Golden though. Honestly,
it was a good moment. I couldn't pass the opportunity.
I respect it more. And that's why we're best friends. She keeps me in line.
Can you imagine if you were friends with someone and you had to walk on eggshells around them?
It's crazy. That's why Victor every morning wakes up and texts me, "Good morning, Cal."
Exactly. I keep her humble.
Someone has to.
Yeah, I have to start the day, make sure she's humble. For exactly. When she's working retail,
I love it. You didn't even commit.
I know I couldn't do it. That's one thing that's too far. It's too far.
We're gonna work on
It's too far for me. It's too far. I can't. Maybe one day.
One day.
Not today's not the day.
Today's duck sweater and cat sweater day.
Cat sweater day. Yeah. This duck sweater's kind of. It's not bad.
It's kind of cute.
Yeah. It's from Cider. Shout out to Nastia. She is a brand ambassador of Cider.
I love that. This is H&M, where I buy most of my stuff.
I know I was in like a tiff with Cider.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, right. She was telling me about this. It's so funny. She was telling me how she always buys stuff from Cider. So then everyone they're like, oh, I'll buy some stuff from there too. And then she said that you have like a big return mess or something. What is that?
It's all solved now, thank God, guys. But basically, so I bought this duck sweater and then I took a risk. I knew it was gonna fail, but I took a risk and I saw this dress, guys. I don't know if it's just like me. I just love to I don't know. Because the thing, I have a love-hate relationship with shopping. I love online shopping, and I can do it so easily when I find like nice pieces. I have no control. But like shopping in person, I do like. But like I hate the whole process of trying to. Like I really, really hate that. Like I like to go in a store, walk around, do a glance over. I can tell what I like, what I don't like, and leave. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't really like shopping in general, but I do love to buy things. Like I guess maybe that's what it is. Anyways,
consumerism.
Yeah, I'm a big sucker for consumerism. Let me tell you.
That's a fact. I'm unfortunately one of the pillars of consumerism.
Yeah, and it's like bad too, because like I love to buy things that I don't wear often. For example, like dresses. Like there's something about like a little bodycon dress that I'm buying, and I haven't worn half them in my closet. And I was like, one day,
half of them.
One day.
So put this on the ground.
Yeah. And then like same with heels too. Like I've bought so many heels this summer. I was like, oh, have I worn? When's the last time? I can't even tell you when. Anyways,
you literally tried to wear sneakers to a wedding.
I did. Anyways, so what's it called? What were they talking about? Oh yes, cider. So I saw this green satin dress, and I was like, ooh.
You look great in green.
I know, Roxanne complimented me once, and it's changed my life since. So I was like, ooh, let me do it. It looked so pretty on like the model, and looked great. Whatever, I get it. Obviously, I knew it in the back of my head. It just did not fit well. Like me, like the only dresses I feel like that look good in me, or that I look good in, are like the poofy sleeve, like ones, you know, that style with like this tight top and then like poofy, not like whatever skirt, and or like a black bodycon like tight dress. Classic, I feel like those are the only like style dresses that look good on me. This one was a spaghetti strap cowl neck, and I was like, no, didn't work. So I was like,
look great in one. If you found
if I find the right one,
I think it's if you find the right one. Because I've tried many satin cowl neck dresses. And the only one that I really like is the dynamite one, the purple one.
Yeah. Oh,
the purple one. The blue one's okay. That one I'm still questioning. Okay. But the purple, you have to find the right one.
Okay, so maybe pause. But anyways, fail. So I was like, let me return this because it was a good enough price that I was like, whatever, it's worth it if I return it. So I returned it. Whatever. Send it to shopper or whatever. I'm kind of post. Get the tracking number, upload on Cider, the whole 9 yards. It's been like 2 weeks. I go through my wallet, I throw out all my receipts, whatnot. It's been 2 weeks. I'm like, I'm getting the refund. Whatever. The refund's gonna come. It's already said it's delivered because it was in Canada. They're shipping where I was back, whatever, right? So then like a third week passes, and I'm like, it's been a while. Why haven't I got my Cider refund yet? So I go, I look, I see it's been delivered. So I email them. I'm like, hey, been delivered, where's my refund, where's my money? And they emailed me back and they're like, oh, it's not delivered. And I was like, I have the number here, the tracking number, which I paid for the $10 shipping for the tracking number, and it says it delivered. And then they email me back, and then granted they're in like China, I think, so it's like completely like they emailed me at night, so it's like taking a day to respond every time. And they cut back and they're like, oh, we see that it's delivered to, I don't know, I think it was like Willowdale, Ontario. And I was like, and they're like, it was delivered to Willowdale, not the address. And I was like, yeah, because the address is in Willowdale. It just doesn't say the specific number. And I was like, that's the weirdest thing you could say to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're telling me a city, not the, like, it was so weird. So then I called Canada Post to make sure it's not a me problem, right? That I didn't make a mistake writing the wrong address. Yeah. So I called Canada Post, and then I was like, can you confirm what address it shipped to? And it told me it was the exact same address. So I was like, okay, it's not an email in the back. I'm like, I called Canada Post. It's the exact address. It's shipped. I don't know. And then they came back and they're like, oh, can you send us the proof? And I was like, I don't have proof, and I threw out the dang receipt because it's been 4 weeks for a Canadian address. Like, it should have had my money. And then finally, like, they were like, okay, let me check back with my manager or whatever. And then, so a week later, I got my refund. They just gave it to me. But, like, it was just such, like, it dragged on for, like, a week. It was so extra.
That's wild, man.
But, I mean, the duck sort is cute.
Yeah, it's worth it.
And Nasta has great clothes from there.
That's a fact.
Like, I was going, like, they have a lot of cute stuff, but I was like, how does she find, like, the perfect clothes?
Yeah, no, literally, like, in California, which, don't worry, it's coming up soon. She was, like, almost every piece, like, me and Adrienne were complimenting, she was like, cider, and we were like, no way, that was wild. But I guess we'll transition into California, because also, look at my nails, right?
They look like Californian nails.
That's a fact. Stop trying to kiss my butt.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I work retail.
Working retail and podcast title.
You already know. Yeah. Anyways, back on track, baby. I'm gonna mute this.
No shift picking up now.
That's enough. That's enough out of you. I'm tempted. But I'm not gonna. Unless, maybe. If no one else takes it, maybe.
She does work retail, so.
I do. Yeah, yeah, I work retail. But anyway, so yeah, I got my nails done for California to see Harry Styles.
How was the concert?
So good. It didn't even feel like it happened. It felt like a fever dream. Yeah. It didn't feel like I was there. It felt so surreal. Yeah. Almost as though it didn't happen. Do you guys understand? I don't think anyone on this planet understands what happened this trip. Me and Nastya sat down mid-August to talk details about a trip to see Harry Styles and then and see California. Okay? Now, when I tell you that we were there for 6 days, now he's been retired.
No, I'm sorry.
He did his Friday show. Anyways, we're going to talk about this. So anyways.
Oh, he did?
So Nastya... Oh, give me a second. Let me explain this. So Nastya wanted to go to his first concert, and California is like the last leg of his American tour. So we were like talking about how like, oh, it would be sick if we went to his last show. Yeah. Unfortunately, there's no tickets then, so we got it for the Monday. We got it for Monday, November 6th. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There was other show dates, but we didn't get tickets to those. Those ones didn't have tickets. Lo and behold. We're like, yo, we found the perfect tickets. We're going to make a week out of this. We're going to make a girls trip. So 4 of us get together. 2 of us are going to the concert. 2 of us are just going to hang out the rest of the trip together. And I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm telling all my coworkers, yeah, I work retail. All my retail coworkers. You told all
our viewers multiple times for the last couple of podcasts is how you're going to see Harry Styles.
So everyone knows I'm going to see Harry Styles. Lo and behold, so we fly out Sunday, 8 a.m. So I'm waking up Sunday, 4 a.m. Yeah. I'm working until Saturday, 8:30. Yeah. So I'm not on my phone because I work retail. Okay, so I work retail. I get in the car. I open up my phone, and there's something going off in our group chat. Something about like, no, like I can't believe it or something, or like I'm actually so sorry. And I was like, what's going on? Yeah. What's going on?
Sorry, pause. I need to move the ketchup.
Okay.
I can't do it. Yeah, when I start smelling ketchup's the one condiment I can eat. Without but when I think about it too much and when I smell it too much, it just it sends me.
I stand with you on that one. Okay. But yeah, anyway, so I get in the car and Harry Styles canceled his concert. Yeah. So he canceled, I think, his Friday show, his Saturday show, and his Monday show, and rescheduled them for the end of January. I kid you not, I sat there and I couldn't believe my eyes. Yeah. And naturally I posted to my story and I was like, I'm in shambles. Almost every coworker reached out and they're like, I'm so sorry, all this stuff, you know. But we were like, we're there for a week. If we were there for like just the concert and then going home, maybe we'd like try, be like, is there a way to like rebook our tickets or something? Like just push them, you know. It's like, we're like, what if we promise we'll come back a different day? Like, is that possible? Like, blah, blah, blah. If we get someone, like if we sell these tickets last minute, like, is it possible? Whatever. We were there for a whole week, so we're like, whatever, you know, it's not a big deal. But when I tell you that his show on Friday, November 11th, when we were in town, went on.
That's tough. I didn't know that.
Rage coursed through my veins.
I did not know that.
Only rage. But anyway, so he got better. So he only canceled Monday. I think either Thursday. Oh no, I think even Wednesday. I think his Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday shows went on. Or something like that. Because I saw people going to his concert. We were literally at the Beachwood Cafe and saw people with his merch. And Nastya was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to his concert. And I was like,
Rub it in. Rub it in. You guys brought the Toronto curse to LA. Soft spot still.
Do you think this is some sort of a joke?
No, it's not a joke. Because if I did that with BTS and that happened to me, I'd be the same. Like I wouldn't know what to do with my life.
Yeah. So they gave us the option of selling our tickets, but we might go back. So stay tuned. Oh, call me crazy.
I'd be so terrified, especially like because I've always said that like. Sorry, I just really need to sip there. I don't know why I didn't sip while you're telling the story, but anyways, like if BTS came to like Buffalo or something, like that was close enough, I would probably do the same. I think they're the only people who I would travel for. But like it is always in the back of my mind, like something like that could happen. But then now that it's actually happened to you guys, like I don't think I'll ever do it. Like I don't.
Oh, really?
Like unless it's like a couple days before, like I will not plan.
Well, granted, that's what. Yeah. But that's the whole point of why we chose LA was because it was also somewhere we wanted to go.
Yeah, of course.
Right. So like we would never like I would unless it was like for Chicago 100% I'd go.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. Maybe New York. I was considering Europe, but we were going to New York, so I was like, there's no point there. But if it's somewhere that I want to go, I'll do it again. So like I might. So we are considering January again. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, the thing got canceled. Hilarious though, and wildly uncalled for. So obviously, I posted it Saturday night. Mm-hmm. I fly out Sunday morning, get there like Sunday. I think we got there like Sunday 11 a.m. or something, but like Canadian time. Or no, sorry. Because it was a 7-hour flight. Never mind. We pulled up, what's 7 hours after 8, 12, 4, 3, it's 3 p.m. Mm-hmm. So 3 p.m. Canada time. Less than 24 hours since I posted my story. My brother fires back. So we were 3 hours ahead. So 6 p.m. and we were already in the Airbnb. Like we're just like unloading our stuff or whatever. When I get a message from him, so it's a response to my story, and you know what he says? This actually made my day. Like, bro, I'm literally already in California, and this guy's still, like, freaking fighting me on. It was hilarious. I was dying.
I think he's the bad karma of why we didn't get Blackpink tickets.
Yeah.
For 100%. Doing that too.
Yeah. Literally. And then, like, genuinely, though, in all honesty, the rest of the trip, we kept joking that Adriana was Andrei in disguise. Because then, we also got rain on the Monday and Tuesday.
It doesn't rain in California.
It doesn't. But I kind of like that. Yeah. I don't know. I know a lot of people don't like rain, whatever. And, like, when you're prepared for rain, it's just fine. Yeah. But I like the fact that it rained because it's rarer. Like, you can go to California. Like, they said, like, I think they say, like, 20 days max of rain out of, like, 365, right? Yeah, and you got it. So the fact that we got it, I kind of liked it.
Yeah, it was turning your trip around.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, I took it as, like, a really cool thing. But obviously it was, like, still unpleasant because it was cold because of it. But I really did enjoy the fact that I was like, we got to see California rain, you know. But yeah, so just hot start. We get there. They don't let us in the queue to, like, check in because apparently, I don't know, our flight, you really had to wait or something, whatever. And then, like, we go through, and then, like, we wait a little bit, whatever. We go through, like, 20 minutes after. And I was like, we could have just stood in line and it would have not, you wouldn't have processed us in time because the lineup was so long. And then anyways, so then we're in line and, like, for some reason, so this one woman, whatever, she's, like, checking her passports. She's like, hello, bonjour, because, like, in Canada, for those people who don't know, we're a bilingual nation where we speak English and French. And so she obviously said it since it's like a government thing. She said like, hello, bonjour. Only God knows on this planet why I respond with bonjour. And immediately I was like, I looked at her and I think I was like severely doe-eyed because I was like, I can't speak French. And when she starts speaking French, I'm going to have to be like, no, sorry, I was just a buffoon in the moment.
I was just joking.
But then she started looking at me and I was like, and we were both just kind of staring at each other and I was like, I don't know why I said that. I was like, I don't really speak French. She's like, thank goodness, me neither. I was like, no way. And then, classic Roxanne. So I take off all my jewelry because I was like, no way are they taking my jewelry again. I put it in my fanny pack, whatever, I move on. This woman, we get there and she's like, laptop's out of your bag. And I was like, oh, I don't have a laptop. She's like, okay. And then I was like, do I have to take my shoes off? She's like, yeah. And I was like, so why didn't we? Okay. And I was like, you know what? There's no sign. Yeah. There's no sign that says shoes off. I just saw people in front of me taking off their shoes. So I was like, do I have to take off my shoes? Or is it like, did they like, you know, did they do something that makes them take off their shoes? She's like, yeah. And I was like, okay. And then she obviously naturally also didn't remind me about taking out the liquids, but I have them in the bag from when I went to Greece. If you haven't heard about that story, that was a hoot and a half. So make sure to check out that podcast. So since my liquids were still in my backpack, they pulled it over. Do you know what also was in the bin with my liquids? My shoes. So I stood there for 30 minutes, literally 30 minutes, not figuratively. Literally 30 minutes because the check line was so long because they were checking so many people and like they like dig through your stuff, so it takes a long time. Yeah. I stood there for 30 minutes in the airport shoeless. And that's why, you know, I posted my story. I was like shoeless at Pearson. Yeah. literally because they took my shoes for 30 minutes. And
Nice.
I could not believe it. I was like, of course
Nice.
Of course this happened to me. And then, yeah, somehow again, I don't know. They need to figure out their stuff because the rules change every time. Apparently, hand sanitizer doesn't count as a liquid. The last time when I was at Pearson, it did count as a liquid.
Yeah.
Apparently, so someone told me wax-based gel, it doesn't count as liquid, and I got through countries with wax-based gel without a problem. This one, all of a sudden, she's like, no, it counts. So again, I had to throw stuff out. Like,
yeah, it's different. There's
so
no
I don't know.
consistency.
I've given up. I'm officially only if it's a country that I can buy products in English in. Like if I know that there will be a store somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing my liquids anymore. Like I'm done. Like my gosh,
fair.
I was enraged. So I had to throw like a couple lotions out. So I was like a little bit dry the entire trip, but whatever. Like I could have just purchased it. I know, but the conversion.
Yeah, guys, it's bad.
And then guess what? I got my fanny pack back, and my necklace is dangling out. So there was like a hole like this big in it because I didn't zip it like fully.
Yeah.
So I thought it would be fine. My necklace was like dangling out of it. And I thought it ate my Santorini necklace, but luckily that was like deep under. But yeah, I was about to steal this chain necklace. So that was just wild. So it was just a hot start. We make it through customs just fine. You go on the flight, everything's chilling. Yeah, and then like honestly, the trip was really nice. I want to see if there's any other hilarious things I want to say because like let me tell you, when I said bonjour to that woman, I couldn't believe my eyes. So we were going to buy bus passes, transit passes, and so we punched in the address of that one that Nastia found for us. Shout out to her. She did a great job of like researching stuff. But anyways, so we go and whatever, we get an Airbnb to there because we're like, okay, and then we'll just bus from there to our Airbnb. So we order an Uber. Sorry, I said we order an Airbnb. We order an Uber and we get there and it's a house.
Oh.
So we were like, oh. But then luckily like the store, it was like a convenience store. So the convenience stores nearby, whatever, they didn't have it. And we're like, oh, okay. Do you know where we can get one? And lo and behold, luckily there was a CVS or Walgreens, one of those like nearby or whatever. So we did end up buying them. So that was kind of like, but it was just hilarious. How it was like, we just like pull up and we were a house and we all kind of like looked at each other. We were like, but then luckily it was really close. What else? Yo, hilarious. Do you remember when we went to Montreal and like there was that weird bathroom situation where the toilet was in the closet?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, of course, never forget.
This was like almost the same thing, except the shower was its own thing. Let me explain. So pretty much what it was like, so it was a guest house, like a pool house, right? So just one room, like one big open space, and then you have like your TV and sofas, and then we had 2 beds, and then a small little kitchen area.
Yeah.
And then there's one door, and you open it, and it's the toilet. The toilet. Next door, like whatever you leave, just the shower.
Okay.
Do you notice what I leave out of the bathroom?
The sink?
Yeah.
No sink?
That, not in those rooms. It was next to the shower, in the counter, like a foot away from the kitchen sink.
Okay.
I mean, considering it's a pool house, makes sense that, like, you know, whatever, but it was hilarious.
Interesting layout.
It was so random. And then the shower was raised, which makes sense. They probably had to put piping in, but it's still hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. So that was a hoot and a half.
That.
I'm trying to think. Like, it was honestly a nice trip filled with, like, great memories and stuff, but, like, obviously I don't want to just ramble on again, like, how I did with Greece, but that was because that was, like, one wrong move after another. That was wild. Like, that trip, I cannot believe I made it back in one piece. Granted, I did become sick for a week and a half after, which makes sense.
The detox.
Because, like, I genuinely think that, like, the universe was trying to strike me down for something, and they were trying to strike me down that entire trip and didn't work, and then in the end, they got me. So I was like, fair enough. We had the weirdest interaction with one of the 7-Eleven workers. So, like, we got up around, like, 9-ish. And we pop in. I was going to buy an umbrella because it was raining or whatever. Like, I had my poncho, but it took a lot of space. So I was like, whatever. Like, at least an umbrella, like, it's just, like, one thing. You wrap it up and you kind of carry it. But I see no price tag because, obviously, it doesn't rain in California.
That's
so
true.
I bring it to the counter, and, like, immediately this man has a split tongue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you know how, like, they,
like,
like
snake.
people, yeah, literally.
Yeah.
So people, like, split their tongues, whatever, down the center. No big deal. So, like, he's like, so immediately I noticed that, and I was like, okay, so, like, I'm kind of afraid of this guy, because it's like, if you can suffer the pain of having your tongue split in half, I'm not going to do you any harm because you felt it all, right? Yeah. Like, that is wild in itself, but whatever. Like, I respect your move. I'm just saying, like, no amount of pain, screaming will hurt this man. Yeah. I'm toast. So I ask him, and he's like, there's no price tag on it? I was like, no. And he's like, oh, you gotta be kidding me, ba, 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 ba. And then he's like talking about how his boss, like, he's like, oh, you gotta sleep in, but you have price tags. He called his boss. Wakes up, he's like, I'm gonna wake up my boss, like, blah, blah. So he wakes up his boss to ask how much the umbrella was. Cost. And I was like, bro, I'm not even, and then I didn't even take it. Because I was like, $10 is way too much for an umbrella. 10 USD?
That's nuts, that's like a $20 umbrella.
That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy. I know it doesn't rain, but still.
It was insane. Like, unacceptable, but it was just absolutely hilarious.
Yes, we did pay 10 USD for a yellow poncho in Chicago. 5
USD.
Oh, 10 CAD.
Yeah.
For a poncho in Chicago. But besides the point.
Please. That's besides the point.
It's for the vibes.
But those are for the memories. Yeah. We did end up using them at Yuki Fest. Exactly. So that's kind of hilarious. But yeah, and then honestly, what else? I'm trying to think. Like, just honestly, the entire trip, everyone knew we were foreign because we were wearing like skirts and shorts and stuff. So like, it kind of was a dead giveaway because everyone was in like winter parkas.
Yeah, I literally watched a YouTuber. Yeah. So I watched like one daily vlogger, Just Spam. I'm kind of stopped with the daily vlogs, but she was saying how, or I think this came out probably after you came back, but anyways, or like a couple of days into your trip because it was raining at the beginning, right? And she was like, it's raining in California, and they're like they're bundled up, they have their thick cable knit sweaters on, and I'm like, that's so funny.
Literally,
like we're dealing because we deal with like you're dead giveaway, they're Canadian. We deal with like extreme winters.
Yeah, so. For us, we were still chill. Like, don't get me wrong, it was still chilly for us, and even we knew like we were kind of pushing it with what we were wearing. But still, we're like, this isn't cold. It just is cold. You know, like we're like, this weather isn't objectively cold. So it's just hilarious the entire trip. But we did in fact go horseback riding.
I was gonna ask how was it horseback riding?
It was amazing. I definitely would do it again. Like, it was so nice.
It kind of freaks me out.
But so here's the thing. I do have a fear of heights. Yeah, I've been on my roof before. Okay. Yeah. I keep doing that. But yeah, okay, yeah, I have a fear of heights. So naturally they asked, do you have a fear of heights? And I was talking more about like the mountain that we're about to climb. And I say, yeah. And I was like, but I go over fast. She's like, okay. So I see the stumpy horse. And I was like, oh, I'm getting the stumpy horse. Lo and behold, I did get the stumpy horse. And her name was Shirley.
Oh, cute.
Right?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, no, not cute.
So they, because like obviously the people that work there, they're not going to learn our name. So they just refer to the horse's name. So like whatever horse you have, that's like your name for the day.
Got it.
So, like, someone was Violet, there was Poncho,
cute.
There was Ginger, cute. And then Shirley. And I was like, of course, I got stuck with Shirley, the stumpy horse. But whatever. So I get on her, whatever, like, we're chilling, we're walking. So, like, apparently these horses, I don't know, they have, like, weird, almost 360-degree view or something that she was saying.
I think I've heard this fact.
So she's like, because they get eaten. So then she was like, they need to be able to watch, like, everything. So they like to walk on the far right side of the trail. So they can keep an eye on, like, above the mountain and then down below. I don't know if Shirley was having a rough day or something, but this girl was walking so close to the edge of the mountain. A mountain. It was a little too close for comfort. At one point, I literally was like, whoa. Like, I was like, okay. And then she was like, and even my guide saw, and she was like, okay, you can walk a little more into the trail or whatever. And I was like, yeah, because I'm pretty sure Shirley's ready to nosedive off that cliff. I don't know if she got in a fight with someone on the farm or they're treating her poorly. But I genuinely think I was gonna be toast. Like, she walked so close to the edge of the cliff. I was like, girl, you've got a lot to live for. Yeah. I almost got off and was like, listen, do what you need to do, but please don't take me down. I've already had the Harry Styles concert canceled. I'm the one who should be jumping off the side, not you, Shirley.
Oh, Shirley.
Oh my gosh, that was, when I made it back to solid ground, I almost kissed it. Yeah. I almost kissed the ground. There was multiple times where I thought me and Shirley were tumbling over that edge. Yeah. Because Shirley was just calling it quits. I don't know, guys. So like, funny. It was real dicey at one point. Like, I remember, like, because she was, like, walking to the right, and I was like, okay, whatever. And I'm, like, kind of, like, pulling the reins to the left, so she just stops going. And then, like, she's still going, and I was like, okay, like, and then she was there, and I was like, oof. And I was like, let's go.
That's crazy.
So luckily I made it back, so I'll take it.
I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I do love animals. Like, I'm in a great animal loving stage in my life. I used to not like animals that much. Like, they were just fine. I just didn't get the obsession. But I do love animals. But I don't know, there's something about riding a horse that freaks me out a bit. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just that I just like to be in control all the time.
But you get to control it, you listen to
you do control and you listen to it, but still, like, if Shirley is having a bad day, and they're wild animals at the end of the day, they're trained, but if, everyone acts out, we're trained humans.
Yeah, but, like, you're not going to be afraid that
there's people in jail.
Your face off. One more time.
We're trained human, but there's people in jail. There's people, like, you know what I mean? Like, everyone can do crazy things.
But that's what I'm saying. So what if you got but that's the whole point.
I know, but I think that's what freaks me out about it. Is, I don't know. There's something just about horseback riding that kind of freaks me out. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I like animals from afar.
Just like me, eh?
Mm-hmm. But it did look cool. It looked really pretty.
It was really pretty. I have more photos. I haven't even looked through half my photos because I took so many. And then because I literally got thrown back into life so quickly, and that was on me. Which we'll talk about more in depth because that Saturday coming home, I wish Shirley jumped off. Like, bro, like I'm telling you, the next 3 days were so dicey. Like sleep wise, I like exhaustion wise, I was toast. Toast. But anyways, so yeah, whatever, we do the Hollywood sign, and then like the next day, whatever, our last full day in LA, because the Friday we flew out like 10 p.m. So we spent the day there, but whatever. So we go surfing. But that's hilarious. So for some reason, like, I knew we were going surfing. I've always wanted to go surfing. I was going to go surfing in Barbados when I visited my cousins back then. And like, but we didn't because I was freaking burnt to smithereens. But I've always wanted to go surfing. I love the idea of surfing. But then on our Uber ride there, I think it was the Uber driver who he was like, oh, I hope you guys know how to swim. And I couldn't stop thinking about, first of all, I'm a sinker. No one believes me. But I sink. Like, any other, the average human, if you were to take a deep breath and, like, lay flat, you'll float. I don't. My body literally goes like this. So, like, my face, because my cheeks are filled with air and my lungs are filled with air, they still kind of hover, but my body doesn't. And, like, I think I'm just so dense because I'm a total beefcake.
You're a total beefcake.
I'm a total beefcake. So... yeah, I sink, okay? Yeah, I work retail, okay? And yeah, I'm a total beefcake. So I sink. But this man put these thoughts in my head. And then you know what I remembered? Sharks.
Yeah.
Right?
Atlantic Ocean, baby.
Yeah. And then riptides.
Oh, that's the Pacific, my bad. Yeah.
Riptides. So now I was so scared, okay? And then we get there and I was like, so sharks. I was like, should I be afraid of sharks? He's like, no. And I was like, oh, okay. He's like, oh, yeah, someone told me there'd be sharks. He's like, oh, there are sharks. What? Excuse you?
I just don't think they come, like, that close. So that's why it's, like, safe.
What?
But I mean, yeah, the rogue shark. Like, the rogue horse.
That's what I'm saying.
What if there's a Shirley in the sharks world? What if?
I'm just saying.
We all know it's
Shirley.
Shirley.
Having a bad day, and they decide to swim out and catch a human. Yeah. They're like, yeah, okay. I didn't get the rest of the meat, but I can grab one easy. Look at her. Look at her. She's surfing. She's a toothpick. She's hanging out with a little toothpick.
Easy target.
Exactly. She's a total beefcake. But anyways, so yeah. So and then he was like explaining us the riptides, and then he's like, yeah, the waves can get pretty big, and then like turns out since it rained, like the water was like sewage, and I was like, great. And then he was like, oh, the water's so cold. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be the worst time of my life. Plot twist. Best time of my life. Nice. The water was so warm. And I know, like, the wetsuits help and all that stuff. Yeah. But that's not even it. I had my feet bare. I stepped into the water, and it was, like, it was swimmable. Wow. So we were in there for, I think, 2 hours. Not even. Like, our whole lesson was 2 hours. But we, like, I think we had, like, a physical, like, on-land lesson for, like, 30 minutes or something. So then we were in the water for, like, an hour and a half. It was so much fun. Yen got caught in a riptide, but it was like a mild one. So like it wasn't a big deal. He just like went and helped or whatever. But yeah. Whoa, excuse me, that was a lot. That was a lot to handle for one person. Is it orange or is it? Okay, excellent. But yeah, so the last one. So like I was like I would get up on the board, which was hard enough, but then like I would like fall over or whatever because I wouldn't get up fully. But the very last one, I got up and rode it all the way to the sand.
Wow,
baby.
guys, look at her. She's Surfer Roxanne. Where's the puka shells, baby? Whip them
They're
out.
in my bag. They're in my bag. Yeah, I had to buy myself puka shells.
You can wear them now. You earned the puka shells.
I've earned the puka shell necklace.
That's crazy.
So what can I say? I'm not like other girls, but. So that was honestly a lot of fun. I really did enjoy surfing. We did freeze to death after, but we got to do karaoke on the boardwalk. Hilarious though. So like because he was like singing Shakira or whatever, and then I obviously joined in because I mean, who doesn't? I can't not sing to Shakira.
Yeah,
okay,
that's almost illegal.
But yeah, so obviously she speaks Spanish, but like so there's a little part where it gets a little dicey when I don't fully know the lyrics or whatever, and then like in the end I was like, oh, I don't know Spanish or whatever. And then he's like, oh, okay, whatever. And he's like, oh, do you guys have a song request? And I was like, oh, like, because Nastia and Ada joined after. And I was like, yeah, Livin' La Vida Loca by Ricky Martin, right? Yeah. And then he's like, because I don't think he knew that song because he thought it was in Spanish, so he didn't let us play it. But then we ended up going with Late Night Talking for Harry Styles, which counted, but I'll take it. So, but yeah, and then the next day we had just a gorgeous day, except for literally... like, objectively, the worst thing to ever happen in my entire life.
Okay.
We're in LA for 6 days.
Yeah.
The city of angels.
Yeah.
The city of celebrities.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see Harry Styles, but I was like, perhaps I'll see a celebrity.
You mean influencer?
Heck, I'll take an influencer. Yeah. Heck, I'll take a TikTok influencer. Yeah. Now... when I tell you, do you know who the most famous people I saw were?
No, who?
The Da Vinci twins.
No way, you saw them?
I saw them twice in one day. If that's not a bad sign, I don't know what is. That was worse than Shirley almost jumping over the cliff.
Did you get a picture of the Da Vinci?
No, I didn't take a pic. I pretended I didn't see them the first time. I told no one. The second time I had to tell Nastia because they were walking towards us. Do you know how mad I was?
You should have got them for the for the meme.
No, I have them blocked on TikTok. Do you know how mad I was?
That's so
in
funny.
In 2 different locations.
That's so funny.
I technically saw them 3 times because once was they were walking into the place that we were into the Grove. Do you know what the Grove is?
Yeah, the shop.
They were walking into the Grove. I saw them walk in. I saw them leave an hour later because we were eating dinner, and then I saw them on Rodeo Drive.
That is so good.
3 times in one day.
So good. I can't. I love that.
So I told Nastia, I was like, we're taking this to the grave.
That's kind of iconic. Now everyone knows, but it's kind of iconic,
right? Like. Oh my gosh. I was like, of course this would happen to me.
Working retail and then Da Vinci twins.
Oh, but yeah, let me tell you, that was a hoot. The next day was rough though. We flew out 10 p.m. our time. And then we pulled up to Toronto 6 a.m. like 6:30, whatever. By the time we got off the actual plane, it was like 6:30, 6:40. Which is like 3:30, 3:40 or like LA time. So we were just like, I thought for some reason I forgot that the flights back to Toronto was faster than going out. So I thought it was a 7-hour flight. Instead, it was like 4, barely. And I was like, barely slept on that plane. And then got home, took a sweet little like 3-4 hour nap. And then had to play with a bunch of kids that evening. So
I don't know how you did that.
I don't know either. And then we went to Korean barbecue, and then I went to work for 8 a.m. on Sunday.
Crazy.
It was wild. It feels surreal.
I could never.
But honestly,
but you made it through.
I made it
and
through.
And you had a wonderful week trip. So
I did.
Like whatever. So I was like, 3 days to counteract the one.
I saw the Da Vinci twins.
You saw the Da Vinci twins.
That should have been a bad omen.
That's a 10 out of 10 trip. When you see the Da Vinci twins, you know you had a good trip when.
But yeah, overall, honestly, bop of a time. 10 out of 10 would recommend. There's lots of stuff to do. Like, even though granted you did have to like bus everywhere. But again, if anyone wants to know more in detail, whatever, like what we recommend seeing, I'm down to leave a little reply or whatever.
Yeah.
But because honestly, like, I feel like after experiencing it, I do feel like I have a lot of tips for people who are planning to go to LA or whatever. So already, and like I was only there for 6 days.
Yeah.
So
you learn something new every time you travel.
So I was like, I'll take it. But next thing is number 1 on my list before we go to I again almost said Montreal. Do you know, yesterday I saw my friends, my downtown friends when I went from university, shout out. My friend asked me where we went again, and like, because she knew we went to California, but she was like, where were you? I literally almost said Montreal.
Montreal's calling your name. What's for you in Montreal?
And it's just like the same thing where like, hello, bonjour. I was like, why is the French, what's going on with my body?
The French are infiltrating.
Literally. What was I talking about?
The next thing on your list before we go.
Next on my list before we go to New York, I want to get myself a rolly suitcase.
Oh yeah,
that's on my to-do list.
I got one of those. My mom. You
got one of those?
Yeah, well, my mom bought it for like our family for traveling. Carry on.
Yeah. Just rub it in.
Oh, I thought
you get stuff.
I thought you were making the battery was running out. Like what? Like trying to send me some signal, and I was like, "There's no flashing thing on the thing. I don't get it." Because she bought because all our travel stuff's pretty sketched that we have. So she's like, I'm gonna invest in a good like proper size carry-on. So like she bought, and it was on sale too. It's still so expensive. Yeah. But like she's like, we need one for the family. And so I have like a proper one, so I can't wait to use it. Yeah, that's exciting. I need to invest in one too, because I was like, especially with like us going to Brazil or whatever. So I was like, hey, it's about time. It's about dang time. And just in case if I do end up going again to LA, I was like, fine. Yeah, it's a worth it piece of investment.
Yeah. So I was like, I'll take it. But overall, 10 out of 10 trip. Honestly, had a lot of fun. But yeah, and then I came back, worked. And worked some more. Let me tell ya, I'm a busy gal.
She works retail.
I literally worked 7 to 4 today. Yeah. I worked 7 to 4 yesterday, and then I worked 8 to 3 on Thursday.
It's crazy.
I'm having a blast. I work retail. But guess what? Guess who I converted to the Lululemon gang?
Yeah, guys. And it's not that I've been skeptical, because I've had Lululemon stuff in the past.
But years ago.
Because like, I don't know. For one, I don't wear that much athleisure. I just don't like, and then because I don't really do like any gym activities either, other than dance. But at dance, I usually wear tights, and it's like a ballet skirt. It's more ballet-esque stuff that I wear. So I don't really wear athleisure that much to begin with. That's A. B, it's just so expensive to the point where I'm like, okay, I can, because for me, someone who doesn't do exercise or sports or something, it's not like I can't quantify getting a pair of like $140 leggings when I can buy a pair of $40 leggings at Aerie, and it meets all my checklists, right? Yeah. So I'm like, okay, so that's why I've never bought anything since I've been gifted my Lululemon in the past. Yeah. But yeah, so Roxanne works there now, and she was like, we have our shop day, like, so she had her shop day, and she was like, do you want anything? And then I was like, like, and then just, okay, again, like I'm a product of consumerism. I love buying things, but for some reason, for clothes, I love buying clothes, but I don't buy expensive clothes that much. Like they're all reasonably priced. Shoes, different story. Yeah. I will spend crazy amounts on shoes, but clothes, I'm pretty good with like not buying expensive things. Like, of course, there's some pieces where I'm like, oh, I can get that, but they're like Zara pieces where it's still, in retrospect, like not that much money. So I don't really buy expensive clothes. So like I can't. So even when she asked me, I was like, okay, I don't want the leggings, because like even though. Like I just couldn't wrap myself, like I couldn't in my brain process that, you still get a discount, so they'll actually be cheap. Like to me, they were still like, I'm buying $140 leggings. I don't need that. I have Aerie ones. They're good enough. So I didn't say that at first. At first I was like, oh, I saw like this top. I want that. And she was like, okay, you don't want any leggings? And I was like, no.
I was like, bro, like I'm getting 70% off.
It's so good. And then finally I was like, okay, you know what? Get me any, like my requirements are high-waisted, black, pockets. I'll never go back to leggings. I will never wear a pair of leggings without pockets again. Like
I kind of love them.
Without pockets?
Both, yeah.
No,
with pockets are practical. Yeah. But without pockets, it feels so much nicer. I didn't think it would, but
it's fair. But I can't go back. I love the pockets too much. High-waisted, black, pockets, no camel toe, but like there's no way for you to check that. Yeah. For me, exactly. I have to try it on. But so those are and they passed the squat test, which I knew Lululemon ones would obviously.
Yeah, but also side note, The one rule of shop day is like you can't return the stuff, right? So it's like they always say like the two rules is one, it has to be in store, and then two is you can't return it. So I was like, try it on. Like the walls up. She didn't try either one of those pieces on. Like
would
I don't know.
Would you expect any less from me? No,
honestly, I would expect a little more because what if it was wrong?
But I knew. I just knew. I knew, and I knew right. I was correct. So yeah, then I finally caved and I was like, okay, find me high-waisted black pockets. If there's that, sure, I'll do it. Whatever, right? And thank God I did. First of all, it was so cheap for like, it was under the price of the top for both of the things. And I was like, okay, why did I not quantify this in my brain like sooner? My brain is a little different and works a little different, guys. Let it be.
She's not like other girls.
No, I'm not like other girls. It's very interesting up here. But anyways, I got the leggings. Yeah. Okay, yeah, fine. I see. Okay, fine. I get it. I can see why they're 100. Okay, I don't know if they're 140, but I understand why they're expensive. I get it. I get it. Okay, I get it. They're buttery smooth.
Right?
Like, they're buttery smooth. All my requirements check. No camel toe inside.
Right?
So, like...
Isn't it a little crazy sauce?
Yeah, they're so good quality.
It's wild.
You could tell.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even me, like, I also... It's funny, I don't even own a pair of those leggings yet. But that's because, like, I need to try them on and, like... Yeah. Because, like, again, also, each legging is made for different purposes. Mm-hmm. So, like, I just want to make sure that, like, if I'm buying the legging, like, I'm going to be using it for that purpose and I'm just not in the right mindset yet. Mm-hmm. So I obviously, my shopping list is still pretty long, but their stuff is so nice.
It's really good quality. So I get it.
And again, also, like, you do get, like, a quality product. And then also, like, let's say it does, like, break down and it's on the product. You can get a product back. Like, they might not make the exact same one, but they'll get you something in return. So it's, like, it's literally, like, a lifetime
And they do,
guarantee.
like, the free alterations, too, and stuff like that. So, yeah, I understand. I get it. But I guess it's just, like, if you're not... It's insane. And if you're not someone who, like... is like super like using that for the purpose, like if you're not super athletic, there's other options that are.
But not even like if I do tally all the bad leggings I've purchased in my lifetime, I could have purchased one of those leggings. Yeah, so if not more. Oh my gosh, with inflation. Yeah, but, yeah.
So I've turned my leaf, but I don't know if I'd get another one because like I would never wear another color legging other than black. And like one's enough until it gets like out of stock. There's a pretty green that I saw. I know,
like,
but
they don't have it in stock right now.
I know.
Are you kidding me? You tell me with that white top that you bought, the Ep.64 long sleeve, that white one
that would look
with
so
a
cute.
Nice evergreen glade.
Maybe dark green.
You're telling me you wouldn't wear them to boot camp?
I would, but like I don't know. There's something about colorful leggings that I just can't like personally wear, and I just feel like it really emphasizes the camel toe guys colors.
Honestly, no, because they line them pretty good.
But yeah, but
even like the light pale colors, they double line them, and I'm like, damn.
I'd have to see, maybe those I would try on.
We'll see. There's a nice navy blue,
okay,
a nice navy green. They had a navy green also, and I was like,
the green
I saw it, and I was
might cave me,
right?
But we'll see.
We'll see what happens. We'll keep you updated. Because I bought the classic Align tank. Mm-hmm. I bought 2 like it's really half zips or whatever. I'm just saying the names just in case if y'all are interested, because whatever. Mm-hmm. But so, like, I had those on my list, but the 2 the 2 tops that I had on my list, like, the Align tank I had, there's a bunch of them. The sports bra that I bought, it was, like, a one-shoulder one. That one, I was kind of like, I was just being frivolous. Like, I was like, I didn't need it, but I was like, if they have my size when it comes to it, I'll grab it. If not, it's not a big deal. But those half zips, I wanted them so bad. So I went in to try them on, whatever, and, like, I guessed 4 and I tried it and I was like, it fits. So I was like, I thought I needed a 4. I get there and because I needed a black one for dance because we can only wear black. And then I really like this one green ribbed one that I had just because it's such a gorgeous color. And I was like, it looked great on me because it's this perfect green blue where it's like the blue complements me and then the green also kind of brings out the weirdness in my eyes. Mm-hmm. And then just drop that on. Yeah. But anyway, so I get there, and then, like, one of my coworkers is holding the green 4, and I was like,
put it down.
And we didn't have any more in the back, but we had an extra black one in the back. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, fine. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try on the 2, and I'm going to try on the 6 and the green one. Yeah. Worst case, one of them fits. Maybe if it doesn't fit that great, whatever. Like, I could wait, but I was like, if it does, I'm going to take it. Mm-hmm. I put on the 2. fits even better than the 4. Because I did notice that, like, the 4 had a ton of, like, extra material around the shoulders. And I was like, 2, and I was like,
okay.
What if I tried on the 2 in the black and it fit better too? And then Adriana, she also was getting the black one, and she was getting the 4. And then, like, when I was getting the 4 from the back, she was like, "Oh, is there another one?" And I probably would have given it to her if there wasn't. But so it turns out that, like, so we're like pretty much me and her. I'd say out of everyone, we look the most alike.
Yeah,
you guys take it in sometimes.
Yeah. You're almost identical height, too.
Yeah, I watch our dance videos sometimes, and there's one time where, like, I almost fully thought that was me, and I was watching her the entire time, and I was like, whoa.
I feel like you and Ada look similar, too, but Nadia's, she's shorter. So
So you can tell, but, like, me and Ada, like...
Yeah, your height's
and we have
identical.
very, like similar proportions, and I was like, it's crazy. Like, it's a little much sometimes. Like, in Cali, there was something we both wore, and we looked... literally almost identical. It was a little scary. But anyway, so she wanted the black 4, and I was like, oh, the 2 fits really well or whatever. And she was like, oh, like, maybe I'll try it. And I was like, okay. So I gave it to her, and she was like, oh, it does fit better. And then she's like, is there another one in the back? And I was like, I'll go check. And there luckily was. So both me and her got it. The person my coworker who got it also got it. And I was like, sweet, because I wouldn't have been able to return it. And I was like, it worked out even better. But yeah, and you already know I wore those. But
oh yeah, they look great.
Right? Aren't they so nice? I was like... I simply must. But unfortunately, they banned jeans officially. I wonder why.
Makes sense. But
how dare you? But yeah, so I can't wear jeans to work anymore. But I wear it. So these are the perfect jeans to wear over shorts because they keep work really warm. So I wear shorts to work. And I mean, I'm not wearing shorts outside. No. So I always wear these jeans. And my coworkers make fun of my one of my managers. He was so excited. He was ready to be like, you have to go home or buy something or whatever. But then I was like, joke's on you. I'm wearing shorts. I got shorts.
You thought.
Buffoon.
You thought.
But yeah. Before we move on, actually, so I was talking about jeans, but even before that. So. We went to America, obviously, whatever. So it's funny, the first day we went to Target, and I bought you Snickerdoodle Oreos. Because I was like, oh, it's a cool new flavor, whatever. I was like, I don't know if you'll like it or not, but I was like, hey, at least you'll taste it.
Yeah.
It's an Oreo. But then we ate them. And we assumed that we'd go back and get more, but unfortunately they didn't have any. They didn't even have Chex Mix in this freaking place. But they did have Toffee Crunch flavored cream. So this is Toffee flavor cream artificially flavored with sugar crystals. So we'll see what's in store for them. But I figured we'll do a little taste test.
That's so fun, guys.
I did drop this pack like 17 times.
Looks pretty intact,
right? But unfortunately, I am a notorious overpacker, so I should have just packed my bikini. Yeah. Honestly, I should have, but I didn't. So unfortunately, I didn't have a ton of room because there was a few different flavors. But there's a few that you did try. And a few that were just colored cream. Oh, okay. So I was like, whatever. We'll get this one. I was like, we'll be back in America soon enough. Yeah. Try it. So
cheers.
Let's give it a taste.
It smells like toffee.
Right? It smells like coffee.
Oh, it's
not
like toffee.
But
no, I feel like it smells like toffee.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay. I don't hate it.
I don't know if I taste it that much.
No, it's very subtle, which I think is why I think it's like it has a very a caramel slight undertone.
I feel like it changed the flavor of the cookie. Not so much the cream. Okay, I'm gonna try the cream just on its own.
It's not bad though. I don't hate it. Like it's pleasant. It's very subtle.
I gotta taste it more on its own. When it's in the cookie, you can't really taste it.
I don't hate it. But I feel like I don't hate a lot of dessert things.
I give it a 5. It passes. Like, overhyped over plain Oreo. So it's still good. That's why it passes. But like a toffee flavored thing, it's not doing its job. So that's why it gets a 5 at the same time.
I'd give it a 6.5.
Okay.
Because I don't mind it. I think I would choose it over a couple of flavors out there.
Okay.
Like I would choose it over what's the ones we have here? Like the carrot cake one. I can't stand that one. The cinnamon roll one.
I don't think I've tried the cinnamon roll one.
Yeah, they're the ones we don't have much here, so not much to go for.
Slim pickings.
I still love the lemon ones so much. They're still up there. Honestly, I might even like that better than the Java chip.
Really?
I really like the subtle flavor of it.
I don't like how it doesn't taste like much. But yeah, before we move on, sorry, I know I said last time, but so when I was preparing for my shop day, so it's like I didn't think it was that serious. Yeah, I didn't think it was that serious of a thing. But apparently, a lot of people were taking it seriously because I think it was that day or the day before I worked. Yeah, I worked the Monday, and the shop day was Tuesday. The Monday, everyone's like, "Oh, are you ready for shop day?" Like, like they're like saying all this stuff, and I was like, "Holy smokes! Like this is intense or whatever." So on Tuesday, I ran into Victory and Nastya and Stefa. And I was with my sister, and like we're just like joking around how like because the store closes at 9, but shop day started at 9:30. So we were just like joking around that I was like pitching up a tent,
yeah,
or
just
whatever,
camping
like,
out to get the first run in.
And then like I like joked that I was gonna like I was pretending that I was taking this very seriously.
Yeah.
And then, so like at one point like, my sister's like, "Oh yeah, like you're gonna pitch a tent, like you're gonna have a bonfire, all this stuff," and for some reason, what jumps into my head is, I'm gonna cover myself in petroleum jelly to slip through the door once they open it. And I was like, why? I couldn't.
I found that hilarious.
Literally. And then when I texted you to say that like I copped your things, and I was like, the petroleum jelly really carried me through. But just the idea of me being fully coated in petroleum
I love
jelly.
it. Like the idea of you wearing like this tightest clothing covered in petroleum jelly, camping outside the Lululemon doors, and like the second it hits 9:30, open it, like you're running and pushing people or sliding by
through the door.
Like it was just such a funny concept to me. I was
can't.
dying.
Like my hair greased back. Could you imagine? Oh my gosh, I should have done it. Honestly, I missed a missed opportunity.
Next shop day.
Next shop day. I'm gonna have to do it. But yeah, and then again, we're gonna go with. Siri always wants me to update my phone. Stop it.
I just got updated.
Nice.
No, sorry. It said I got the message update.
Okay.
I still haven't updated to the new one.
The new iOS? Oh, I did.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know if I like it.
Yeah, it's fine. You can leave it the same. So
yeah. Okay. I'll do it soon.
Oh, okay.
Song of the week time, ladies and gents. You can listen to all our songs we've been collecting for the past 2 years, I think, since COVID started.
Yeah, since COVID.
On a lovely playlist, the most random playlist you'll ever put your ears
That's
on.
a fact.
Let me tell you. But song of the week, me or you first?
Me.
Okay.
So this song of the week, it was more like song of last week. It was a song we listened to in California, "Peanut Butter Jelly" by Galantis.
This playlist is
No, you don't understand. This is what the song is.
Yeah,
but yeah, we listen to it pretty much almost every single day.
It seems like a very Cali song. I'll give you that.
It is.
Yeah,
It was a bop.
My song of the week, "Shut Down" by Blackpink. Okay, bop of a song, but Blackpink is a little bit of a touchy subject with me, so I'm still hurting a bit. Because yeah, while they're in California, don't worry, my week so boring. Absolutely no updates for you, other than the fact that I was trying to go to Blackpink when they came to Hamilton. Which I'll save that talk for another day, okay?
It's the retail job. I'm trying.
I'll save that for another day, but I didn't end up getting tickets when they first came out, and I was hoping and praying that someone was going to get desperate day of and drop their price, because I was not about... You know, I've paid for some crazy amounts for some crazy things in my lifetime, okay? I know, I'm aware, I'm self-aware. It's not good. Anyways... But there was no way I was paying. Oh, I am gonna take one as soon as I'm done talking. I was not gonna pay $400 to sit in the last row in the top section. I couldn't do that in Hamilton. I have some self-respect. Not much, because yes, I did go to their pop-up shop and buy a sweater, a Gildan sweater for $115 the day before. Okay, we're not gonna talk about that. And yes, it is de-threading. Okay, we're not gonna talk about it. They gave me free cotton candy at least. Anyways, so I wasn't going to pay that for that. So I was like, please, day of, someone dropped their ticket. So the whole day I was checking on and off. They only got expensiver. Actually, at one point, someone dropped their price. I think like 200 was my max. And I went and clicked it so fast, gone. Like by the time I clicked it, gone. Because I think there's millions of people doing what I was doing. But anyways... Yeah, an hour before, the resellers, 600.
That's ridiculous.
And I was like, we have to band together. people who haven't got tickets, we have to band together and
the people of Hamilton.
We have to not buy these verified resale tickets at this price because they keep putting it at that price because they know people will buy it. Guys, we have to come together to stop them.
You have to say no.
Ticketmaster in hot water for Taylor Swift's whole thing.
Really? What happened?
Basically, it's like impossible to get tickets, and I think the same thing that happened to Blackpink. Because Blackpink, they sold out before they went on sale to general public, so they sold out in the pre-sales. So all the pre-sales had sold out.
That's crazy stuff.
And I think the same thing happened with Taylor Swift, that they all sold out in the pre-sales before it even went to sale. And even in the pre-sales, people were waiting 8 hours. I think there's some whole mess. And people are like, we need to stop Ticketmaster. But I'm like, they can't be stopped though. They're literally a monopoly. There's no one else.
Could. If they
could, but they can't.
If people refuse to buy the tickets,
but like, no one will though. That's
I know,
thing.
but if seriously, like if people actually did stop, they would have to, like, don't get me wrong, like I'm saying, like, they're not a company that, like, let's say if people actually did stop buying the tickets, like they wouldn't be able to get away with what they do.
But they can't.
No one will.
And they can do it because, like, the thing is too, I wasn't just checking Ticketmaster, I was checking all the sites, and Ticketmaster is the best option. Like, it's crazy. Like, there's no good option. Like, StubHub, like, all the other sites are literally $100 more than what's on Ticketmaster. So, like, no matter, like, everyone's complaining on Twitter and, like, stuff about Ticketmaster, but I'm like, they're gonna stay around. Like, it's not changing. Yeah. Unfortunately. But anyways, that's my little rant. I didn't go to Blackpink, but that song is a bop, and I'm really sad I didn't hear it live, but whatever, it's not meant to be, and I'll see them in the future.
Yeah, but that's okay. We're gonna listen to it as we get ready for a night out on the town. We're going to a Y2K party, a dance party, and we're both excited. Yeah. We got some great fits. Maybe we'll post some pictures here now of what our fits were. Oh, yes, but Roxanne, I'm trying to win a contest.
Okay, there's a costume contest.
Have I ever dressed up this hard for Halloween? No. Am I about to do this for this dance party? Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
And we're gonna win.
And I'll do it again. We're gonna win. Oh, I was ready to frost my tips. Yeah. I want to win. What were you saying?
Nothing.
No, you said something.
I said, well, we're gonna win. You're gonna win. Like, but
we are gonna win because we're a matching set.
Heck yeah, 2 for 1
deal. We can't be stopped.
No.
Speaking of can't be stopped, make sure to follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on TikTok and Twitter. 2GirlsBeingBros. That was also our YouTube handle. And then 2GirlsBeingBros _ on Instagram. Any minute now, I'm gonna start posting consistently. So you just gotta follow to stay tuned. Give everything a big thumbs up to support us because otherwise we'll go broke. But we appreciate you anyways, even if you don't give us a thumbs up. Exactly. And again, for everyone asking for Roxanne's Beauty Salon, what are we? We're at 400 something subscribers. Let's get it to 1,000. Maybe then Roxanne will bleach. Here, actually, you know what? No.
500.
No.
What? Sorry.
Bro, I'm getting kicked out for bleaching my hair.
Okay.
1,000 subscribers. I'm gonna bleach my hair.
Okay.
I'll do it myself in a Roxanne's Beauty Salon episode with a new piece. We've added another piece to the collection. Oh, yeah. Victory has added a new piece to my collection. So trust me, it's not something you want to miss. So again, get us to that.
Guys, she works retail. Yeah, cut her a break.
Yeah, I work retail. So get us to those 1,000 subs, and Roxanne, I stamp of approval, Scout's honor, I will bleach my hair. My own hair.
That's something you don't want to miss, guys, so make sure you subscribe. But yeah, guys, thanks for coming along. Thanks for coming back and having a good time with us today. We covered lots of ground, and it was a good time.
That's a fact. We're back in the studio, baby. We're back.
Not for long. We're about to head out again for another trip. But
classic us. But that's okay. Make sure to catch up on all our videos. We got some great things coming up. We came up with a great idea today. We also came up with we have a couple great ideas coming. They're all coming. Make sure you comment down below. Leave us a comment. Give us a big thumbs up and subscribe.
Heck yeah. And with that, and remember, kids, don't do too much.